Place a handful in the fridge, and you'll solve one problem for a long time. Just put it in a small container and place it in the fridge. This is a simple way to keep it working properly. For even better results, try this clever trick. Tear off 5 pieces of paper towel and fold them as shown in the video. Then, prepare a small bowl, add 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of salt. Mix them together. The salt effectively absorbs moisture, which is the main cause of unpleasant odors. Next, add 1 tablespoon of water and mix until you get a smooth consistency. Spread the mixture onto the prepared paper towel. The mixture will dampen the paper. Place the towel in the fridge. The baking soda and salt together will effectively absorb all the moisture and odors. Replace the towel weekly. I've been using this method for years, and I never have unpleasant smells in my fridge. I put a towel into hot water and get rid of a stubborn problem in a simple way. This home remedy has been known for years. Grab a pan and fill it with water. Bring it to a boil. Hot water activates all the ingredients. Now add some table salt. Salt not only improves heat conduction, but also helps release tension, making the mixture more effective. Next, pour in a little alcohol, about 1 tablespoon. It warms the body and helps the ingredients blend together. The most important part is VapoRub. Add about 1 tablespoon and let it dissolve in the boiling mixture. The menthol and eucalyptus gently cool and refresh, while camphor relaxes and adds comfort. Combined in hot water, these ingredients create a powerful, soothing mixture. Now take a small towel, soak it well, squeeze out the excess water, and place it warm on your neck or knee. Leave it for a few minutes and let the heat and active ingredients sink in. You'll feel warmth, relief, and relaxation. This simple trick speeds up recovery, boosts your energy, and makes you feel lighter in no time. Squeeze lime juice onto charcoal. Start by taking a piece of charcoal and placing it in a plastic bag. Then take a wooden spoon and crush the charcoal into small pieces. Continue doing this until it's finely ground. Transfer the crushed charcoal onto a sieve. This is an important step to remove any larger pieces. Next, take a lime and cut it in half. Squeeze the juice into a bowl with the crushed charcoal. Mix the 2 ingredients thoroughly until a paste forms. Now, take a burnt pot and apply the paste. Spread the mixture over the damaged area and gently scrub it. This paste is perfect for removing stubborn burn marks from the pot. The abrasive properties of charcoal combined with the acidity of lime juice effectively remove burnt residues. Your pot will be clean and ready for use again. This paste works well on other burnt kitchen appliances too. Place a bar of soap in a pan and pour Coca-Cola over it. You'll be amazed by the result. This combination is brilliant. Prepare the pan and then grate an entire bar of soap. It will take a moment, but the results are worth it. Add 200 milliliters of Coca-Cola, enough to cover the soap shavings. Also, add 100 milliliters of water. Heat the mixture over medium heat, stirring constantly to prevent it from burning. Meanwhile, in a separate bowl, mix 100 milliliters of water with a tablespoon of salt. Once everything in the pan has dissolved, add the contents of the bowl. Mix thoroughly. Pour the entire mixture into a container and seal it tightly. Place it in the refrigerator and wait for the soap to solidify. When it's ready, it will change color. Use it to clean burnt pans. See how easily you can get rid of burn marks with this homemade trick. Just take a bit of the soap and wash away the burnt residue. It took me just a moment, and my pan looks like new, without scrubbing or using a scouring pad. This mixture doesn't damage Teflon or delicate surfaces. Take 3 forks and place them in the frying pan. This trick was taught to me by a friend who is a chef. It will definitely make cooking easier. Take 3 forks out of the drawer. There must be exactly 3 of them. Arrange them in the pan. Do it like I did in the video. The fork should intersect in the middle of the pan. Next, place a small plate on top of them. The plate should not be larger than the pan. It should fit in the pan with some space left around it. Now pour some water into the pan. The water should cover the entire bottom of the pan. Place the dish you want to cook on the plate. Turn on the stove and cover the pan with a lid. With this simple method, you can quickly steam fish or vegetables. This simple trick makes it much easier and faster. The fish will be juicy and ready in just a few minutes, and you won't need any special steamers or pots. It turns out that regular forks are all you need to steam anything you want. Here's my method for cleaning a burnt pan. Thanks to it, my pots are clean and shiny. I've tried many methods before, but none worked as well as this one. Prepare a bowl and add 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. The next surprising ingredient is toothpaste. Add 1 tablespoon. Then include 2 tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide. Mix everything together to combine the ingredients. Finally, add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Mix thoroughly until you notice foam starting to form. This indicates that the chemical reaction is happening correctly. Apply the mixture to the burnt surface of the pan. Make sure the entire burnt area is covered with foam. Allow the foam to work for a few minutes. Take a dish sponge and start scrubbing the pan. Clean it until you see the burnt residues starting to come off. Once the entire burnt layer has been removed, rinse the pan with warm water. Now your pan is clean and ready to use. Thanks to this method, you don't have to worry about burnt residues anymore. Give it a try and see how easily you can clean a burnt pan. Place a colander on the pan. When you find out why, you'll immediately love this idea. It helps, and it really works. Almost everyone has a metal colander in the kitchen, also known as a strainer. A colander is a kind of larger sieve. It can be in the form of a pot. However, a colander with handles is more commonly used. You use it to drain dishes, such as pasta. It's also used for washing fruits and vegetables, especially the smaller ones. Few people use it for frying. And it's precisely because of it that frying is much better. I can't imagine a kitchen without this utensil, especially when I want to fry previously frozen products. For example, frozen fish. There are several methods recommended by chefs for this. The first method is to wipe the pan with vinegar before frying. Pour a little vinegar into the pan and wipe it with a paper towel. Then pour in and heat the fat. The second method is to add a pinch of salt to the fat while frying. Another trick is to fry the dish, whether it's meat or fish, with slices of raw potato. And if you forget to rub the pan with vinegar, don't have potatoes, and forget about salt? Then use a colander. Why all this? These are ways to prevent fat from splattering during frying. If there's even a bit of water left in the fish, the fat will splatter all over. Instead of a lid, use a colander. The steam will escape freely, the dish will continue to fry, and your kitchen will remain clean.